Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to give you guys my Game 3 playoff preview between the Atlanta Hawks and the New York Knicks. We are going down to Atlanta, and for the first time. So this is going to be a crazy game. We took care of business last night. Absolutely insane game. If you guys did not check out my reaction, make sure you do so. I posted my recap video, broke down every single thing we saw in Game 2. The Garden was rocking, Obi Toppin, high flying. Julius Randle stepping up in the second half, Derrick Rose, Reggie Bullock. We all know what happened last night, but this video is going to be all about Game 3 and what we need to see from our guys in Atlanta. Before I hop into this video, if you guys are new to Knicks Media, do not forget to smash that subscribe button. If you guys want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, you guys know where to find me at NYKnicks_media. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's jump right into the preview video. So what I want to see is this. Julius Randle getting back to his old ways in his regular season. As we know, Julius Randle has been struggling so far in the playoffs. The first two games, he had the same exact stat line, 15 points, 12 boards. Game 2, he did have way better efficiency. He only shot the ball, he shot 6 of 23 in Game 1, but the second game, he was terrible in the first half, and then the second half, he went 5 of 10, and he did what he needed to do in order to get the job done. He showed up, he did not get rattled, he was making the right passes, making the right reads, and hitting his shots. That's all we really need from Julius Randle is the confidence. He needs to be able to get his teammates involved and hit his shots and play defense and rebound the ball. That's another thing that Julius brings to the table is rebounding, because we knew going into this, Clint Capella is an animal on the boards and we need to contain him. And so far, we've been crashing the rebounds, especially Julius Randle. So can we get Julius Randle to put up the numbers that he's been doing all year? Because if that's the case, he's going to put us in a really good situation. We need him to play all 4 quarters. We cannot have him just fall asleep in the first half again. We need to see him to have all gas, no break mentality. We need Julius Randle to light it up. I mean, we can't expect him to put up a 30 bomb or 35 plus points, but can he put up at least 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 dimes, just what he averaged throughout the regular season? Because I feel like now that he got used to the game plan of the Atlanta Hawks, he knows what they're going to do. I feel like the coaching staff is going to adjust and see that Clint Capella is shadowing him, they're double teaming him, and Randle's going to get used to it, and now they're on the road. So it's going to be a different animal. I feel like Randle always plays good when he's on the road, so we will see what happens. But Julius Randle is somebody that we need to look out for, because when he's hot, I have a lot of confidence in the New York Knicks winning the series, because we saw the Knicks down by double digits in the first half when Randle had 0 field goals. In the second half, he had 5 field goals, had a lot of assists, and we actually won the game. So Randle is a big X factor for this team. Obviously, he's the best player on the squad throughout the entire year, most improved player of the year, and an all-star. So we need Randle to step it up big time for the rest of the series. The next thing I want to talk about is Derrick Rose. Is he going to be the starting point guard? Because we saw in the second half, he was the starter. They sat Alfred Payton in the second half, and they ran with Derrick Rose because the bench was lighting it up. Taj Gibson as well. He started the game in the second half. So what is Tom Thibodeau going to do? There's no way they're going to go out there and start Alfred Payton, because every time he goes out there, he stinks it up. And I'm rooting for Alfred. Whenever he's on the court, I would just want him to play defense, attack the paint, finish through contact, and get his teammates involved, but he doesn't do any of those 3 things. So there's no reason to put him on the floor anymore. We need to get Derrick Rose the minutes, and it's not like we're not giving him the minutes, but I prefer Derrick Rose in the starting lineup because we needed to get off good starts. I'm so sick of playing catch-up. The first 2 games, the first quarter were terrible because the starting lineup just does not work together. So I love Derrick Rose playing with Julius and RJ and Reggie. I feel like that's a good dynamic. So will Derrick Rose start? We'll find out. But again, it's not about who starts the game, it's about who finishes. So it's not the end of the world if Alfred starts. You know that he's only going to get his 4 or 5 minutes, and then they're going to plug him out. But the one thing I'm a little concerned about is Derrick Rose's minutes. You know, he started off the game on the bench in Game 2, and then he comes in for Alfred Payton, and he literally played like the entire first quarter. When he came into the game, he played the rest of the first quarter, he played the entire second quarter, and the entire third quarter. It's a lot of minutes for Derrick Rose, but I got confidence in him because he said he prepared his body for these type of minutes. So if he's okay with it, I'm okay with it. The next thing I want to talk about is our unsung hero of the season is Reggie Bullock. I said in my preview video of the entire series, he's the X factor of this series. If Reggie Bullock can hit his threes and play the defense like he did in Game 2 for the rest of the series, I have a lot of confidence. He needs to keep it up. Game 1 was a disappointment for Reggie, but game 2, he stepped up in a big way, hitting clutch shot after clutch shot, playing lockdown defense on Trae Young. We suffocated him in the fourth quarter because of Reggie's pressure, and it was just awesome to see. So can Reggie Bullock continue his fine play? Because if he can light it up from downtown and play the defense that he did in game 2, I'm telling you guys, it's a really big reason why we won in game 2. Now, the next player I want to talk about is RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett has had a very interesting start to his playoff career. Game 1, he had a highlight dunk. He went 1 for 6 from downtown, but he didn't really get in the rhythm. In Game 2, he started off the game red hot. He had the first 6 points for the Knicks. He had an and one, completed the three-point play, and then he had a three-pointer. Knicks had 6 points right away from RJ Barrett. And then the rest of the game, they didn't really feature him, and when they did give him the ball, he kind of forced it in the paint. He got blocked a lot of times, and he missed a lot of threes. He finished 2 of 5 from downtown, which is not terrible, but I want to see RJ kind of take over a little bit. We can't expect a 20-year-old to do that, but he has been the second option for the Knicks all throughout the season, outside of Derrick Rose, obviously. He's the leading scorer outside of Julius Randle, so I'm expecting RJ to step up because he is a really big part of this team, but you got to give RJ credit because even if his shots are not falling, he's impacting the game elsewhere. He's playing solid defense. He's crashing the boards at an efficient level. So look out for RJ Barrett to have a bounce-back game in Game 3. I'm definitely expecting that. Now let's get into the bench unit because Alec Burks, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickley, these guys are playing phenomenal. And let's talk about Obi Toppin real quick. Can he keep this up? Because Obi Toppin's playing his best basketball of his life right now, and it comes in the playoffs. Who would have thought? Because Obi Toppin throughout the season, we all know what's been going on. He started off a little, rattled. He didn't have confidence. He was passive with the ball. He didn't know what to do with it. He was hesitant to shoot. We're seeing completely different Obi Toppin right now. When he gets the ball, he wants to shoot or he's attacking the rim. That's all I've wanted to see from Obi Toppin all year. And all of a sudden, it's the playoffs, and it looks like he is at 100% confidence. And that's all we wanted. Can Obi Toppin continue this? Because he's an energizer bunny. He's a lob waiting to happen. He's somebody that if you can run the pick and roll and you give him the ball, he's going to finish through contact. He's going to attack the rim. He's going to draw fouls, and I love it. He's also shooting the ball pretty well from downtown. He was 1 for 2 from 3. I think he's 2 for 4 from downtown in the entire series so far. That's 50%. I know it's only 4 shot attempts, but still, he is getting in rhythm. You see the confidence. Let's keep feeding Obi Toppin. Emmanuel Quickley, he had a little disappointing game 2. He had a crucial floater, but he missed his 3-pointers. I'm not complaining. I think he's going to have a bounce back game 3. And Alec Burks, this is somebody that needs to step up in game 3. It's crazy because this is what tells you how deep this New York Knicks squad is. Game 1, Alec Burks stepped up, 27 points. Game 2, he did not step up, but Reggie Bullock did. So that's what tells you how deep we are. We're the Big 15. If one guy's off, the other guy gets hot. But if we're all clicking on the same cylinders at the same night, that's when we become a scary squad. So can Alec Burks get back to his game 1 ways where he can finish at the rim, where he can facilitate for others, hit those 3-point shots? He's our clutch type of player, and he did show up in the clutch last night. But let's see if Alec Burks can be more consistent. Now let's get into the big men because these guys are the rock of this Knicks team, especially Taj Gibson. He played 30 minutes last night. Can he continue this? Because he's the energizer bunny. He is the guy that's crashing the rebounds, getting us second chance points, dunking on people. He's turning back the clock. Nerlens Noel continues his fine play. We know that he's banged up a little bit, but for Taj Gibson to play the minutes that he's doing, let's hope that he can keep that up. Now, before I end the video, let's talk about the defensive game plan because now we're going to ATL for 2 straight games. We need to make sure that we play the same type of defense we did late in the game in the fourth all game against the Atlanta Hawks in game 3 and 4 because that's what we're known to be. We suffocate them on the perimeter. We force them to shoot shots, and we even give them some open looks because we feel like when we put pressure on them on the perimeter and we literally shut down the paint, we force them to shoot these crazy 3-pointers, they're going to miss them. And you saw that in game 2. They started missing threes. Bogdanovich got cold. Hunter got cold at the end. Trae Young could not get a basket, and that's exactly what this Knicks defense is all about. I feel like the X factor for this entire series, besides of player, is the defense. It's our identity as a New York Knicks team. It's the reason why we've been successful all year long. It's the reason why we have 41 wins. It's the reason why we're the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. It's because of our defense. So let's hope that we can contain them and play all 48 minutes because I feel like we played our best basketball for only one half in this entire series. The first half last night was inexcusable. We were not performing well on any cylinders, letting Trae Young go to work, letting him pull up from downtown, and we need to put pressure on Trae Young. And I feel like we have a game plan. Now that we saw 2 games of what the Atlanta Hawks are going to bring to us offensively and defensively, I think this coaching staff is going to make the proper adjustments. So that's really my preview for game 3. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm expecting us to get at least 1 win in Atlanta because we need to at least go home with the series tied 2-2. If not, if we can win 2 games in Atlanta, we can finish the job in game 5. But we can't expect that. We have to realize this Atlanta Hawks team is the real deal. It's a very even team right now. I feel like we got to tip our caps to Atlanta. They have a lot of great game plans going in against Julius Randle. They got shooters. Trae Young is playing out of his mind, even though I hate him and we all hate Trae Young. But you got to give the credit where it's due, man. He's playing like a star in this league, and we just got to learn to contain him and just force him to shoot the ball, because I'd rather Trae Young take these ridiculous threes and just go in the paint and get these crazy floaters that he just doesn't miss. So leave a comment down below your thoughts of what you guys want to expect from the New York Knicks in Game 3. Do you think we're going to win this game? Leave your predictions down below. I appreciate all the support here in Knicks Media. It means a lot to me. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button if you guys are not already. Let's go Knicks. Let's win the series. We tied the series 1-1, and New York, we here. Let's go Knicks, baby. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace.